Drawbrick 73 live, and as you guys can see, got a special edition today with King Dawood. We have a bit of a history. We've done projects together once before through Black Rosebud, Timor, etc. We was on the Timor show. You remember that? Yeah, most definitely.
Tell me that joint over.
Oh yeah, we turned it up. And so today I decided, because the brother has in fact wrote multiple books. He wrote multiple books, and we've been putting it off because of my business endeavors, his business endeavors. Today is just a special show to highlight some of the great things that's coming from King Dawood and things that come from in the future. Things such as clothes. The man is designer clothes, man. You tap in with him on King Dawood Burgess. That's IG.
Versace.
Yeah, Versace, you know. And he also has books and cosmetics. This new product we want to introduce later in the segment. We will be introducing the product, the skin cream for women and men. I've actually bought
cosmetics.
The product, right? You know, and it's a great product. Shout out! I'm gonna give a quick shout out to Blue Flame Link at Blue Flame Link by IG. Halo 3, man, is going up every Wednesday, man. We got live performances, man. Upstairs they got a 2-story, man, club, man. They got Halo 3 tournaments going on. Multiple performers coming in, great performers, singers, etc. So shout out Blue Link.
Come support the vendors.
Come support the vendors. Come support the vendors. So with no further ado, King Dawood, introduce yourself.
So, as the brother just stated, my name is King Dawood. My last name is Burgess, like the House of Burgesses, which was the first government in this country. Very important name, holds a lot of weight. With all of that said, like the brother said, I wrote several novels. I got 12 published. You can go on Amazon and get them. Go to King Dawood Burgess on Instagram and hit me, DM me. I'll send you a copy if you're serious. I wrote 50 books. I just got a film degree from Santa Monica College, so the next step is converting these books into movies, and so we can give a lot of people something to enjoy, something for their downtime, something to learn, something to benefit. You know, it's going to be a lot of different genre movies, so you know we got a lot of different genre books.
Right. And so, Dawood, I want to ask you, brother, you know, I just found out last night, this morning, I mean, a friend called me, A1, shout out A1, the producer for We Are LA. Shout out. He, in fact, called me and told me, hey, man, you know, Takeoff, Takeoff is dead. They killed Takeoff. I said, well, who is Takeoff, you know? He said, man, the third party to the Migos, right? And my thing with that was, damn, first Nipsey, you know, you got Draco. It's just a long list of young black men rappers, right, in the industry. And this thing is becoming an epidemic now because, you know, the industry, man, is different from the hood. You know what I'm saying? Like the hood, that's what comes with the hood. But, you know, you would think that when you start living a better life, getting money and having homes and nice cars and stuff, that dynamic would change. However, it seems like it's worse than the hood. I don't even want to be in the industry now.
I don't want to be in the industry either. And you know, they can go back and look at footage of me. You can see I rap. If not on the level of Park, better. You know, I just choose not to do music because if I get $30 million and it took me 30 years to get out of the projects to get the $30 million, and then I'm guaranteed to die. Like, I'd rather just stay in the projects and be broke. Like, don't give me 30 million and kill me, but that's what's happening with all our young black men. You give them the money, you give them the leadership, you give them the power. Like a Nipsey, he own a whole block. How many black men do you know can say, I own a whole block in a major state or a major city? You probably can count them on your hand, especially coming from the hood. So now you have a Nipsey, you have a MO3, you have you say Takeoff or whatever. I don't look at the fact that physically they gone. I look at the fact that financially they gone. So how much more money could he have made? He might have been worth $1 billion. So you took that $1 billion out of the black community. Then you took that $1 billion from Nipsey Hussle out of the black community. Then you took MO3. We ain't gonna never win. Because every time we get up, one of us knock us down.
Right.
They can go all the way to president. They support them to become president. We can't even support our people to speak our life. If you saying all this stuff and you ain't live it, you don't have no right. I'm gonna kill you. Like, why? Why you gonna kill him for? Like, what did he do? Is he that serious? Like, you got other problems. Why you focus on this dude? And then for the rappers, y'all better be careful. Because you got dudes out there who trying to check that stuff y'all talking about. If y'all ain't really about that, y'all gonna be in a bad situation because somebody want to see if you about that. So now it's not just about money. It's not just about you getting the money and he in his feelings because he feel like he the real gangster.
Hold that thought real quick. We're gonna go to a quick break, right? I'm gonna highlight some stuff. We're gonna go to a quick break real quick. I need to
Come on. Cali repping, you know how I'm rocking. Remember when niggas they said I won't do it? I'm like a weapon, just call me a rocket. They see the way that I'm getting it booming. Thought I was talking, but really I'm walking. I'm getting hot while them niggas is cooling. Who are they fooling? Just tell them to stop it. I'm on their head, I'ma give them a tumor. I'm way too official to clear up a rumor. They think it's funny, but where's the humor? We see them lacking and traffic is cracking. I promise that they only tough on computers. I send a shot like my name was Ginobili. I send a shot like I'm yelling out Kobe. If you don't know me, approach me with caution. Or we make you run for your life like you 03. I see them acting whenever they rapping. Saying they trapping, but really they capping. How you say that you all up in the kitchen, but really your pirates stay up in the cabinet? Not even talking, they really just yapping. Give them my Oscar the way they be acting. They heat on my fanny, I gotta stay packing. I stay on alert cause these niggas be tracking. I stay on these bitches, you know I be macking.
Welcome back to Crawbridge 73 Live. We went to a brief break. Had some stuff, people calling me, some business calls. However, back to what you were saying, Dawood, about this thing, about these youngsters shooting each other, the rap, the hip-hop culture, just brothers just killing each other. Within that, it was something you said before we went to the break.
So when you have people portraying to be something, then they have to stand on it. I think Dave Chappelle said this once. He said that he had women. He approached women and they be like, just because I'm dressed like this, don't mean you can approach me that way. So he said he put on the police uniform. He was walking the neighborhood. People was coming to him, help, help, help. And he said, just because I'm dressed like this, don't mean you can approach me that way. So when you start acting like a gangster, you dressed up like a gangster, you mugging, you know, it's stuff that come with that. These dudes are tough. They don't mind going to jail. Well, some of them don't. They don't mind killing people. They don't mind being killed. And once you become the face of that and you rapping like this is all I'm about, any confrontation, the first thing a person gonna want to do is get rid of you because you a threat. That's all you've been talking about. So they're not even gonna give you a chance to explain that you not that person who you've been telling me you are. You about all this killing, you got all these guns, so they just gonna kill you. So this is why rappers have to be careful, because you put that out there, and then when there's a confrontation, and there will be confrontations because there's too many people dealing with each other, you're gonna be the one to deal with that. Nobody know nobody else. They know you. You're the target.
Right. And that's I'm glad you said that, because at this point, you know, I've been dealing with so much being in this industry now, and just speaking for the culture. You know, my show, it serves no demographic. My show is for the people, and when I say the people, it's the human culture. Because how many times are we gonna keep making that excuse of slave master? I mean, come on, man, y'all know what it is already, right? So you use that as an excuse for your behavior, and then the elders continue to egg y'all on and put that crutch up under y'all saying, oh, well, you gotta understand, he wouldn't kill this black man. The only time y'all stand up for each other is to benefit on a personal level. Let me show you. Trayvon Martin, same thing. Everybody's wearing hoodies, but the moment y'all came out from those protests, you went right back to killing your own kind. So, I mean, the bull stops with me right now. A lot of people not gonna like this show. I don't expect you to, but I'm gonna just give it raw and uncut. It ain't no excuses. I'm not running around trying to hurt my own culture, right? And this thing is not about race, but just being human beings. However, we all come from some background, some geographical background, whether it be Africa, Spain, Brazil, Germany, China, Korea, like we got the Korean group, Bibanists. Right, and so we have those struggles because of the cultural indifference, right? Because sometimes we approach each other, you know, because they don't know. They seeing everything that we doing within the culture. I don't blame them for not wanting to trust a black man, but I'm here to tell them.
I don't trust a black man, and I'm black.
Wow.
Black people are treacherous.
Wow, why do you say that?
Man, you name a black man who don't act like he want to be fed. he wants you to fear him. Like, you can't say certain stuff, you can't act a certain way around me, you can't do certain things around me, or I might hurt you. So if all the black people this way, like y'all got this fear tactic because y'all got an attitude what happened hundreds of years ago, now y'all want to kill everybody. Like, what about me? I'm your man. Like, one little thing said wrong, you might kill me, so I gotta be prepared to kill you. So now we all just became killers. So how we gonna make it anyway? We all trying to get money, but in the process of us getting money, we all became killers. So nobody's leaving out of here with the money because we all killers now, and we after that money. So ain't nobody leaving with the money.
Wow, that's deep. I never looked at it from that perspective. And this is not to create a debate or me to debate with him about his views. Right? He sees it the way it is, and it's raw and uncut. Same with you got certain guys in the social media whom I won't name because I ain't in the shade and all of that junk. Some of them dudes are speaking the real, but they just doing it in the wrong way about gang culture, about this way this thing is, like what we doing today. And a lot of y'all gonna feel a certain way, like, oh, maybe these dudes are sellouts or whatever. But it's not that we selling out. It's just people don't like being real and saying what it is. You know, you might have a friend and he walk past you and he stink. Do I not say, hey man, brother, you stink, you need a shower, I got some towels, boom. But if I say that, then the reaction, you know what I mean? His reaction is, it's like taboo. People don't.
I want to say this too.
Go ahead.
So we respect gangs. What I mean by that, we respect community, people coming together to benefit other people.
Right.
We don't respect a group of people coming together to destroy everything that we built. Like, some of the bricks that's in buildings, I had to put a brick in the building, he had to put a brick in the building,
right.
And you come out of nowhere and tear the building down, that's gonna be a problem for us. Like, we've been putting in work from day one to make sure we establish something, and now you have guys who, whether they real or whether they fake, they don't have no respect.
Right.
And you know why they don't have no respect? Because they don't know what's real and what's fake. So they don't know if they real or fake, so they can't recognize you because they don't know who they are. So
let me just so when you say real and fake, what do you mean by that? Like, they don't know.
What I mean, like,
fake.
okay, so I want to use this for example. Let's say the GDs.
Mm-hmm.
Where did the GDs come from? Growth and development. So whoever started that, his intention was to grow the people and then develop the community, develop the land, develop the nation.
Right.
They went straight into gangster disciples. They started killing each other. Like, you went way away from this. The leader, he said we going that way. Who the hell is you to determine we go that way? So that's what I mean, the fake. Like, do you even know what you into? Do you even know what you're supposed to be standing on? Do you know what you claiming? Do you know what you're about? Most people don't.
Right. I get that. That's deep. And so again, my point making is we're gonna just go right in direct. This shit need to stop, y'all. I mean, how do we, and then the OGs, a real OG got some say so, and he's gonna be respected by his clan, you know. And so a lot of these dudes in these OG positions, I really don't believe them to be OGs. I believe that they've gotten old, right? But if the youngsters ain't respecting you, how you consider yourself a real OG?
But you know why they don't respect them?
Why?
You try and have sex with the same girl I'm trying to have sex with. You chasing the same blunt I'm chasing.
Right.
You trying to hit the same bottle I hit.
Right.
You ain't doing nothing for me to respect you. I don't even respect what I'm doing. I'm goofy right now. I'm running around on my young stuff, just getting high, smoke. And you doing the same thing, chasing the same girl I'm chasing. You an opposition. You ain't my homie.
Right.
You need to go do some grown man stuff. Show me what you learned. Because right now I'm teaching you everything I learned. I'm teaching you some kid stuff and you following it. So how am I respecting you as a man when you supposed to be the one leading the way? So nobody respecting no old homie. Like, you old for nothing.
Right. And so I said that, I was saying that to say this, Dawood, that a lot of them dudes playing OG ain't even respected, because if you can't get your little homies to understand shooting up a park with little girls, little boys, old women is wrong and a violation, then you ain't got no power in my eyes, and I don't respect you.
But
me personally, as an OG.
They not leaders. Like, if I say, and I ain't trying to get indicted, I already been to the feds 13 years, I've been to the state 6 years, I ain't trying to get indicted, but when I was in that life, and I said, this goes to him, and he don't come around here no more, that's what happens. Or somebody gonna have a problem. So, and I'm not calling no names, but it's no way that somebody rapping and they under my control. This my neighborhood. I run this whole block. And this nigga worth $30 million. You better kill everybody around here. You better not touch him, even by mistake, because he worth too much to me. Now you got a personal problem with me. So apparently you don't really have no power because they don't even care about knocking off your $30 million man. You can't even do nothing about that. So what type of power you got? What type of big homie is you? What are you running besides your mouth? Come on, man. If you saving these people, you for the culture, then save the people. If you just saving yourself, then keep doing what you're doing.
Wow. That's powerful. And I feel the same way. It's like, I lead through example, right? I have the word, I hear it in the raps and all of that. You know, I get it for the entertainment thing, right? And it's just like, for instance, there's a lot of shade being thrown
Fake
on.
ops.
Right, fake ops.
Because the police the real op.
Right, but I have
and
a
the prosecutor the real op, and they ain't going after them for nothing.
Right, but so I'm saying this. When we was coming up, right, we didn't use that word. It was either you was gonna be my enemy or my friend. All that I don't, you know. And then the root to where the word came from, we'll get into that, right? But
the
I'm
biggest
talking about
opposition to these fake gangsters.
I'm talking about for the guys in LA.
Talking about they about the streets. The opposition, the biggest opposition you got is the police. The law enforcement is trying to stop you from breaking law. That's your opposition. That's your main op. You ain't going after none of your ops, so stop faking. You ain't spinning the blocks on your real ops, so stop faking.
No, you're right. So we was gonna get into that. So what I was meaning was, we're starting in LA, where I'm from, right? The alma mater of Crip and Blood. They wasn't using that word. They found that they fossilized somebody else's gang culture and brought it into the gang, and now it's an epidemic down here. So when I speak in terms, I'm speaking for the overall culture, but I don't know the overall culture, and like in DC, I don't know what the thug level is because I've never been to DC. I don't know how them brothers is operating. And for me to sit here and say that,
no gangs,
right?
Like it's no gangs. So it's people are too petty in DC to get in gangs. Because everybody think they the man. They think they know everything. They think they got all the ideas, and they tougher than everybody. So what I look like letting somebody tell me what to do if I'm all these things? So it's just like the politicians in DC. You know, they bicker. The Democrats, the Republicans, they at odds. So the same thing with the dudes in the street. It would be impossible for you to be in the gang because dudes can't come together. They all for self. So if you might have one dude. People scared to death of him because he killing off the whole neighborhood, and that one man can go say that one thing to him, or he gonna die next.
Right. So when I was saying my science of it was this. We're gonna start here. The following thing, right? In order for us to have structure, in order for us to change stuff, you can't go fossilize their rules and regulations. And your rules and regulations is not like that. I'm starting to see all these youngsters mimic that word. Right. First of all, y'all don't live like that, so you don't know why they saying or what their culture is, right? But I have known like the Chicago gangs to say that.
So they being fake, they not being original.
Wait a minute, let me finish. So I've known them to say that, but now you got youngsters following them coming up in the ranks that ain't put in no work. They don't know really nothing about the gang culture, but then you'll get up there and you'll start rapping about opt this, opt that, and then you'll start reprojecting all these things when you're not a real
so let
gangster.
me ask you this.
Go ahead.
If I'm not a gangster, if I'm not a stick-up kid, and I decide to go stick my hand in somebody's pocket, would you feel bad for me if something happened to me? If I started now I'm portraying this image, I'm robbing people. You taking people's stuff.
Right.
So what about these guys? They preaching anarchy, they saying, dog all the black women. They whores. Right. They ain't nothing. They beasts. That's what you telling all these women? That's what you standing on?
Right.
So you speaking for all of us? So now there's a problem because you can't speak for me because I don't think like that. You telling everybody we niggas, I'm far from a nigga. So they don't speak for us. They speak for themselves, but it's not enough of us speaking against them because it gotta be a balance. He's saying all the negative stuff, somebody gotta say the positive stuff. He telling you how to get yourself 1,000 years, somebody got to tell you how to get out of that situation. He telling you how to get shot, somebody got to tell you how to prevent yourself from getting shot. So when it come down to it, it's like the blind leading the blind. This dude don't even know who he is. Like you said, Cali gangsters move a certain way. They talk a certain way. DC gangsters move a certain way. They talk a certain way. Everybody sound like they from Chicago.
Right.
Like, no originality.
So that's what I was saying. So let me land the science real quick. So my science is where we start at, right? First of all, we need to start checking these kids in the house. First of all, but Snoop Dogg and them said it. Crip C walking if you're not a gangbanger, right? Or something in effect. But you got a lot of kids that's coming up mimicking all this shit, right? Y'all mimicking all this shit and y'all don't even know the root to it, right? And y'all really don't know that the OGs that actually started wants that change, right? So now it's an epidemic. Everybody fossilizing customs. You got dudes that never wore red, like in New York. You got a lot of Crips and Bloods in New York. We know the history of hip hop in New York was hip hop culture, breakdancing. But now you got dudes you don't know. You go to New York, they treating it like it's South Central LA. They cripping and blood.
But once again,
right?
It's fake because I've been in the federal prison.
Right.
So if it was a real situation where it's these real Bloods, these real Crips, then like I said, you respect it. You respect it because these people, community, they family, they trying to come together, whether it's wrong or not, whether it's criminal or not. But the point that I'm making is, how could it be a situation where individuals come together? He started this to build something, and we all claim what he claimed. We say we follow you, Blood, right? You Crip. No, I'm just saying.
No, I know.
Whatever you say you is, I'm with it. But I do everything against what you stand for. How am I following you? That's just like the Bloods in New York and the Bloods in Cali. They go to war in the federal prison because the Bloods in Cali saying, look, first of all, we never gave y'all authority to start y'all set. This is like Kellogg's. This is my brand. I didn't tell you can use my brand. And then if you're going to use my brand, you got to follow certain rules. They doing what they want to do.
Right. And so I'm saying what I'm saying to say this, y'all. You can't be no Crip and Blood and a rapper.
You can't be no gangster.
You can't be no, right? You can't be no Crip, no Blood, no Thug, right? And be pro-black.
But you can't be no gangster and no rapper.
What I'm saying is you can't come out and knock one of your own kind down, then get mad when the white man do it or another race do it and come out and say we all black now.
But you
can't do that.
You can't say that they mad at the white people for doing it.
Right.
I'm the nigga that sell his crack. I'm that nigga that got his back. And if you try to stop what he doing, I'll kill you for that. My apologies to them black queens I labeled as hood rats. I'm the one who causing all the anarchy. Right. If I'm selling drugs and they tell me, hey, we about to get the Colombians locked up for bringing the drugs, man, I'm gonna have it's gonna be a war. You ain't getting nobody locked up because then that's affecting my money. Right. So if it's a white man bringing the drugs, whoever it is, I'm supporting them. I ain't trying to get it to stop because it's benefiting me. Even though it's destroying my whole neighborhood, it's benefiting me. You see how far gone we is? Mm-hmm. Like everybody's for themselves. We in the same neighborhood, but we ain't together. We grew up in the same houses. Some of us slept in the same beds, but we ain't together. Like a dude to turn you into the police, a dude to kill you. He'd do all that. But he'd sit down with the police who he says opposition, who he don't know, and he'd give him the whole truth, nothing but the truth, and won't tell him one lie. But he been lying to you the whole time y'all been knowing each other.
Let's go Nipsey Hussle. Okay? Nipsey Hussle was a great man in my eyes because he carried not only the city.
Still is.
Right. You're right. Correction. Is a great man in my eyes. He carried the city. He carried the black culture on his back because that man was doing things that at my age, he was older than me and I learned from him. He was carrying the culture on his back by trying to make that change of serving no demographic, right? And reaching out and building. He was young, but he was great. Shout out Black Sam as well, his brother. You know, these guys was building things within the community. He had visions of putting a tech school down. And we could talk about all the theories surrounded around how he died. I'm not here to talk about that because it's traumatic.
I want to tell you a story.
Let me drop. So it was traumatic. It was traumatic for a lot of people, right? And I heard somebody make a mockery of him getting a Hollywood star. He's bigger than a Hollywood star in my eyes, right? The man's spirit was totally different. And a lot of people quote Nipsey and this, that, and other. But if y'all really had love for Nipsey and y'all really followed Nipsey, then y'all would continue, because it's making it seem as though you're making a mockery of him by saluting him at his star, and then you go back home and you become selfish to the culture. And so I'm gonna let you interject now, but at the same time, y'all need to really get y'all priorities straight, as well as me, right? As far as what my position is, I'm gonna go back and do some soul searching today, and my position is gonna change because it's a lot of stuff that's going on right now. We done lost another brother in the rap culture that was getting money, man. Now he can no longer feed his mother. He can no longer feed or help his culture because of a dice game, bro.
Yeah, it's crazy. So, I never mentioned this. I never mentioned this to no media platforms. But so the day that Nipsey was killed, I was on the bus outside of the Marathon's clothing store.
Right.
So I had never met Nipsey in person, but I know Joy. I'm gonna say Joy Supreme. I ain't gonna put his last name out there. So he like a brother to me. That's Dom Kennedy, first cousin. So all of them together. So long story short, I had got out of the feds, and Yusef, which is Joy's name, he was like, man, go see Nipsey. So he told me, you already know you coming, just go see him. So when I went up there, I seen a whole bunch of people. Like, it looked like a bunch of people just got off the bus in one spot and just stood there. So there's people everywhere. So then, I'm trying to figure out what's going on. The bus ain't moving. So I'm going to get off and walk. Is it safe? I don't know. I've never been in this area. I know this heavy Crip area. I don't know. So I say, I get off the bus, and I'm hearing people crying. I'm like, the hell going on? And they said Nipsey just got killed. So that's when I called Yusef. And I was like, yo, Nipsey got killed. And he called Dom. But I had found out before them two, because I was on my way to see him, and I seen it with my own eyes what was going on, the commotion.
Right. Wow. And so we're gonna go to a brief break, y'all. This is a deep topic, but this rest in peace, Takeoff from the Amigos. This is getting crazy. This is getting crazy.
Y'all destroyed what's worth something. But the thing that's worth nothing, y'all don't destroy. It's a bunch of stuff that's just sitting around in the projects that ain't worth nothing. Go knock that down. You're going to wait till the best man in the projects make it out, and then you're going to go follow him and kill him. You a hater. You a sucker. How you represent our culture, man? You should paint your skin white. Talking about you black. All you want to do is kill us all. All you want to do is see us go to jail. All you want to do is pimp our women. You not with us. You're not with us. You guilty of genocide.
We're going to go to a brief break. Right, check this video out. Short little video. I'm going to drop the real video when Gemini drops his N1 video. But just the dynamic of my music is changing as of today. At my age, and then being a leader, I'm going to start doing more uplifting things for the women. Right, like I did that anthem, that strip club anthem, but I didn't use bitch, hoe, and it was more to celebrate the woman that has to do that to take care of her kids versus every woman that's stripping is not a hoe. I just don't believe that. Some women are paying their way through college, right? And it is provocative, it's sin, but at the same time, the condition of it, right? And then we get the liberty to run off to prison. We get the liberty to run off to other homes, multiple homes, and not take care of that home. So what other resource does she have if she's not educated? We didn't sit there and put our women through school. We didn't sit there and put our women and educate our women and lead through example, right? And it took me a while to get it. I get it. And then once you go through something, right, I can't keep using that excuse because my grandfather picked cotton for me to wear Jordans, right? Y'all get to wear Jordans. My grandfather, he barefooted in the cotton picket. My grandfather literally picked cotton. And some of y'all grandparents picked cotton. And for y'all to behave this way and feel entitled, right, reparations. And last but not least, before we go to this quick break, people always talked about Shaka Zulu. Shaka Zulu killed blacks. No, he killed blacks that did not want to be a nation, right? Because if you become a nation, then you will get your reparations. And until you become a nation, you won't get what what you helped build, right? And it's a thing, again, it's not about race, but correcting the culture to start behaving like human beings, man. You know what I'm saying? Paint the walls in their communities and upgrade their communities. A lot of guys in my community, they always talk about this the hood, but you don't own nothing in the hood. Nothing.
They don't even own a bottle cap on the ground that
Nothing.
somebody threw right there.
They're gentrifying all around. We talk LA. Everything being gentrified right now.
Joe been selling drugs his whole life.
Yeah.
You mean to tell me this is why I don't respect gangs.
Right.
50 dudes came together, decided we're going to do something illegal, make all this money, and y'all don't got nothing. But y'all mind that. How y'all together? The only time y'all come together is to go kill people, destroy stuff. Y'all ain't put no money together, ain't built no houses, ain't built no community, ain't built no stores, ain't built no families.
Nothing.
Y'all dudes in the way.
You ain't got nothing.
Then they be sitting in jail. Oh my God, get me out of here! Get me out of here! Like, but you was the killer, the animal. Like, why would they want to let you out? You was claiming to be all these terrible things. Now you want mercy, and you show nobody mercy. This dude is crazy.
So we're gonna check this video, a little video clipping will be released. I'm backdating it, so I did say I was gonna release it, which would have been Saturday, I think the 22nd. Shot by Gemini and myself, directed by Gemini and myself. The video is hot. It's called Low Life Monumental. It has a message in it for the youngsters out there. You know what I mean? And so we're just changing the dynamic of this hip hop thing, man. Because these dudes are just cutthroat. So stay tuned.
DJ Smooth.
I wonder if Virgie and Carl did me. Would I be successful and not run the streets? And I hate politicians. Smoke this purple pot so I can wish again. See, a man without hope is not an optimist. So the boy, he turned to the block to see what this 9 of this Glock hit. And all this pain 2D, gotta take a hit. I drink the web postal taking hostages. Blonde I can't see, called optometrist. I try to dig deep, archaeologist. Got my mind in the street, psychologist. Molly's and Celine, psychiatrist. How much time will it take to get on time again? Picking up this pen so I can write again. I think the devil's in my ink, so I'm writing sin. Louis, Gucci, Linen, leaving right now. Wow, that video was hot. I can't wait till the whole video come out. It's actually my first video that I've done professionally by myself. I've done others, but it wasn't on a professional level. I don't think it made the cut. I believe this video will make the cut for me. I'm just cutting the middleman out like I told him. So with no further ado, you guys have already met King Dawood Burgess. I've been promising this brother for some months, right? And him came up in the ranks, you know. We was roommates at one time. We moved on to do other great things.
Where was we at?
We was in halfway house together.
We was in the halfway house.
So, Dawood
halfway house full of all lifers.
Oh yeah. There was a lot of lifers inside of that place, man. Shout out to the Timeless family as well. Cortez, Yusef. Shout out. You know, I went on.
Shout out Cortez. Forget about Timeless.
So, with no further ado, let's talk about the clothes, the brand of clothes that you sell, and the quality of clothes and what you have to offer, and where these people out here, where the fans can actually go and get the clothes from you, bro.
Okay, so I love to dress nice. I like to look good. So my whole intention of like selling clothes was, you know, I got a connection to clothes, and I got different connections. I got clothes that I can get for dirt cheap, like, you know, for a fact they knocked off. There's no question about it. But you're gonna get what you pay for. Like, you want a $50 pair of jeans, but then I got clothes that's like coming out of the store that pair of jeans might cost you $1,700, and most of you guys don't want to pay, but y'all pay Louis Vuitton. But me, they gonna ask me, is it real? Is it real? Is it real? I wasn't there. I didn't make it. I didn't steal it out the store. All I know is the stuff look good. Everything look good. Everything look good. You find a flaw on it, you don't have to buy it. But everything look good. You can DM me. Come get your Mary. Come get your Versace. You know, it's not hard. All y'all rappers, who into all this stuff and y'all don't want to pay the little $5,000 for the jeans, come holler at me, DM me. But then when you DM me, don't try to talk me down. These the dope mans. These joints cost $750. Yeah, and I'm giving them to you for $150. So if you talk about give you a better deal than that, go somewhere else. Go rap somewhere else. Practice your career somewhere else, because all you doing is rapping. I'm strictly about money. You don't have no money to buy something from me. I wasted 13 years in jail. Don't even DM me. Don't even DM me. Don't waste my time.
Okay. And so, as you can see, he got some fly fits for dirt cheap. All authentic, all real. Tap in, hit him by IG. That's King Dawood Burgess on IG. Hey man, the man is a businessman. Once again, not playing no games, man. Come straight forward, man. You know, and if it, like I say, to cut to the culture, go give it to Jordan then, because we ain't got time, because we got people that do business straight across the board.
They're gonna give it to Jordan.
Right, they ain't gonna,
he worth $1 billion.
Yeah.
You got a young black man, just got 3 degrees, just did 13 years in prison, trying to do everything right, could still be breaking law. I got my drug connects, I could still be pushing it. But instead, we pushing Ocean Beauty Cosmetics, this the body butter. It got black seed in it, which is a cure for everything but death. You can get this directly from the website, or you can get it from IG. You can hit me. Oh, it's for your skin, anything skin. Your skin is the biggest organ on your body, anything skin. You know, for your lady, you know, your lady want to go out, she want to look good. You know, we got all the products for your face. We got everything, different colors. As you can see, it's a lot of work put into the packaging. If you think you don't want to pay for it, I had to pay for it. You want something for free? Go to jail. They got like breakfast, lunch, and dinner that's free, but it might cost you 20 years. But don't try to work me. Work with me. I ain't trying to get over on you. I put my money into this so it'll be the best quality, it'll look best, so that you to have the best. Don't come offer me a food stamp for something that's worth $100. It's not gonna work.
okay. Now, let's get into the books. We're gonna get into the books straightforward. That's why I like him. He's gonna come direct, right? And it's not a game. It's like we are so far behind as a people that when you see brothers trying to get it together, you will want to support that, right? This man is not out here robbing nobody. He ain't messing up in the community, putting graffiti on the walls, but became an entrepreneur for self, right? For generational wealth, for his family, his children, and so on and so forth. Now, what is that you holding up?
Yeah, you see, by King Dawood Burgess, The Forbidden Path, one of my books. Check it out. DM me for your copy. This book is about people struggling with their faith, particularly people who are foreigners. They came from a foreign country. They was Muslim. They used a different culture, a different God, a different faith. They come over here and people like take your headscarf off. Now dudes like, oh, your hair look nice. Oh, now it's like the vibe is different, and they trying to maintain their faith and live in this society, and it's a struggle because it's hard for people to worship God and be tempted by the devil at the same time. So it's a must read. Then you got A Rising of a Legendary Son. This part 2 to Scarface. If you ever seen Scarface, you ever seen Miami Vice, this is both of them on crack, like all the way out there. Man, remember I did 13 years, so the real characters got put into this book. The real events got put into this book. You gotta get these books. You gotta get these books. You wanna get educated? You don't know what I know. Unless you did 13 years in prison, a year in the hole, your mother died when you was 10. If you know about all of that, then go on about your day. But if you don't know about all of that, then read the books. Because I'm here to teach you something. I'm here to prevent you from going to jail for 13 years in the feds, or 6 in the state, or getting shot, all your people dead, and spending all this time in jail. We can cut all that. I got degrees. I can teach you how to get to the next level. You want to publish books, you want to do e-commerce, whatever you want to do. We know some stuff. We got degrees now. You know, we was in the streets doing stupid stuff, but we was still smart. Wow.
And that's King Dawood Burgess, y'all. Y'all just seen it. Really quick, before, because I almost forgot. Shout out to Runner Perkins. The movie will be moving forward very, very soon. Loyalty don't exist, shout out. But I want to clear up something about Runner's name. I heard some strange things on the internet, social media. I won't get into names and all of that. I'm not into that. But what I will tell the public and tell any man, because I know him personally, he's not a deadbeat dad. He's not a deadbeat dad. I know the man personally. I've been on set with the man. I've been on video shoots with the man. The man has slept in my home, right? We've done projects together. We actually done music that's trending on all platforms. The album When Foes Turn Deadly, number 3, the man selected one of the songs that I did help co-write, called Hammers. So I know him personally. Been knowing him for a long time. When you've had the first viral video before viral was viral, I've been knowing him. And I am going to say this. It's been times where I've been on the phone and we had times and dates and real business to talk about. He's like, hold on, bro. He like, I got to call you back. I'm like, what you mean you got to call me back? And Runner say, man, I got to go in here and get on my son real quick. I got to help him with his homework because he think this a game. And I said, what you mean? You go, oh, okay, I get what you saying. Fatherhood before this business is Hollywood shit. And that's Runner. Runner gonna make sure them kids has knowledge before they have J's. And so with that said, I don't want to get into all the messy stuff. If you don't know that man, you shouldn't be speaking on that man. If you ain't never been in a setting with that, he's a good person. Everybody always got something to say about a person through word of mouth on the street. But what I am here to tell you is he's official. He's official, right? But he chooses familyhood and fatherhood over the streets. And with that said, this has been another segment of Carl 73 Live. Oh yeah, shout out to Game Doe, right? This shirt was invented by Winonia Carter. You can tap in Game Doe, go to her IG, Winonia Carter, check her out on Facebook. The clothing line, I'm so sorry, clothing line, Game Doe, right? You got game, get dough, straight up. And with nothing else said, you got anything else you want to say? I'm excited about the show. We went to some politics on here. A lot of y'all ain't gonna like what was said, but hey man, you only live once. We gotta do this thing.
Peace. King
Peace, we out. And this has been another set of Carl Briggs. 73 motherfucking live, boom.